Hello and welcome to CHC2DV. My name is Mr. Dupuis, and I will be your teacher for the duration of this 19-day summer course. First of all, I just want to welcome you and give you a face to the name. I will be the one that you're emailing throughout the day, and I'll be the one getting back to you and marking your assignments this summer. First of all, I just want to let you know that this is a 19-day course. We're going to do an entire course of Canadian history, one that you would do in a regular classroom in 90 days, 75 minutes a day. We're going to do that in 19 days, which means that your time commitment is going to be substantial every day. You should be gauging about 6 hours a day as a minimum from Monday to Friday. That's 6 hours a day that you'll be working, getting your assignments done. As far as how that works, that's completely up to you. If you've got a summer job or you do summer camp throughout the day, then that means you're going to be working on your assignments at night. That's fine. I will caution though, it's not a weekend course. So it's not something that you can put off from Monday to Friday because you have, soccer commitments and, camp commitments and that sort of thing, and you're planning on getting everything done on Saturday, Sunday. That's not the way it works. The deadlines are set. They're fair deadlines. We'll talk about that in a second. But they are basically expecting you to be in class from Monday to Friday. When you do that throughout the day, that's completely up to you. So there is that flexibility, but it's not 100% flexible in terms of, you can do 3 weeks worth of work after missing 3 weeks. It's not like that. So please ensure that you are logging in Monday to Friday. There's our awesome PA here at Medway. That's where I teach. Anyway, so yeah, Monday to Friday, 6 hours a day is the expectation. As far as assignment deadlines, if you haven't yet downloaded the assignment tracking sheet, which is available on the course homepage, please ensure that you do that. I would ask that you print that off and have that on your desk wherever it is you're working, and have that available in front of you. It shows every single task you're going to be doing, whether it's discussions or assignments. It shows when they're released as well as when they are due. You'll also notice that every new day there will be a new news item posted on the course homepage. Please pay attention to those news items. That's where I will tell you when things are going to be released, and that's when they're going to be due. In addition, I wanted to talk about kind of assignment deadlines and things like that. So when a new news item has been released, it will be released at midnight, at 12 o'clock on that day. So if you look at your assignment tracking sheet, it says that on July 3rd, day 2, you have a U1A2 Dropbox culminating blog post that's due, or that's assigned. It will be due the following day, July 4th. So those deadlines are going to be on at 11:59 p.m. On that evening. So for example, July 3rd, it's released at 12 o'clock midnight. You have basically 48 hours until it's due July 4th at 11:59 p.m. to get that assignment done. That's to accommodate your busy schedules. That's to accommodate anybody who has an IEP that says they require more time. That more time is going to be up to you. You have to kind of gauge when you're going to be putting that time in. It doesn't mean that you can extend that deadline, however. So please make sure you are gauging your time accordingly. Those deadlines are set, and I would ask that you abide by them. If you're frequently asking for extensions on assignments, we may have to have a talk as to the expectations of the course. Please do honor those deadlines. They are more than fair, and don't push those, please. So again, yes, check that tracking assignment sheet, or assignment tracking sheet rather, so you're aware of when things are going to be released and when they're going to be due, and that way there's going to be no surprises. As far as if you need to get in touch with me, the best way to do that will be through the email in the course. You have to email within the course. You can't use your Google account or your Gmail account to email me. It has to be through the actual D2L or Brightspace email. Please email me whenever you do have questions. As far as when I'm going to be logging on, my office hours are going to be between 7 and 9 a.m. I'm an early bird. And then I will also log on before I go to bed in the evenings between 9 and 10 o'clock, just to see if there are any emails that you have. Throughout the day, I might log in the afternoon. Sometimes I can't commit to that always, though. But you can at least guarantee that you can reach me in the mornings and in the evenings. That being said, just because I'm not on doesn't mean you can't email me. Please feel free to email me at any time. It's just those are the times that I'll be able to get back to you. Another way you can get in touch with somebody if you have questions is if you click on the discussion forum, you'll see in there is a help form right at the top. That is for you guys. That's for you guys to ask each other questions about a specific assignment if you need things cleared up. Feel free to please check in there regularly, and if you've got a question, you can post one there. If you're another student who knows the answer to that question, feel free to answer those questions and help out your fellow peers. I will also check that discussion posting daily so that I can answer those questions there as well. As far as another thing that is sometimes a minor issue is your Google account. Many of you are using your Google accounts regularly through your GoTV DSB account, and that's awesome. In order to connect that to the actual D2L, the Brightspace course, if you go on not our course homepage, but the main homepage before you log in to our course, you'll see instructions there on how you can attach your GoTV DSB account to the actual D2L. Please do that if you plan on using your Google as your main source of file storage, or your main source of the programs that you're going to be using. Do not send me an invitation to view your files. I will not be able to do that. You must be able to connect those two so that you can use that account. So do that right away if you were planning on using your Google account. Another issue I tend to run into is people who are MacBook users. Your file format is a file format called .pages. I can't view those. So if you are somebody who's using a MacBook, that's okay, except you need to make sure that you're converting your files, every file that you submit, to a file format that I can view, specifically in either a Word document, or you can submit it as a PDF file. So please ensure that you're doing that, because I can't view Pages files, and it does get a little bit frustrating when I get 30-something files and I can't read half of them. As far as the way this course is going to be marked, it's broken into basically a 70-30. 70% is going to be your term mark, as you're familiar with in your regular classrooms. So 70% is going to be the day-to-day grind. Discussions are going to be marked, put in that. Drop boxes, any of the assignments you're going to be doing are going to be part of that. The other 30 is going to be your summative mark. At the end of each unit, you're going to be doing an assignment which is going to look something like a blog for the in-class portion. Those are going to contribute to that 30% culminating mark. And then at the very end of the course, on the second last day, just verify that. Looking at the assignment tracking sheet here. So on the 17th and 18th day, you'll be working on your final course summative. That of the 30% mark is going to be 20% of it. There's our wonderful PA again. Come back to the main office, Mr. Wah. So 20% of that 30 is going to be in that day 17 and 18, that big culminating project. So make sure you do a really good job on it. The other 10 is going to be the culminating assignments that you're going to do at the end of each unit. So yeah, 70 for the term mark, and then 30% for that summative. If you have not yet done the course orientation, I would strongly advise that you do that, especially if this is the first time you have ever done an online course. It does walk you through it, and it does kind of explain the ins and outs of how to submit to drop boxes, how to contribute to discussion postings, all the rest of that. I'd ask that you stay very, very organized this summer. If organization is not your thing, you need to make it your thing. If you start falling behind in your organization, missing an assignment here, missing a discussion there, your marks are going to start, these zeros are going to start to add up, and it does skew your mark in a way that's not positive. So make sure that you are getting organized, get that assignment tracking sheet done or on your desk. Make sure you're abiding by it. Make sure you're checking on the news items every day. Make sure you're logging in 6 hours at least every day and getting your work done. Make sure you're honoring those deadlines. And I promise this is going to be an awesome summer course for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I look forward to working with you this summer. Thanks a lot.